it's like I want to have a good relationship with my mother. She sucks.
Welcome everyone to Mental Health, and we are talking about necessary evil, which right out of the gate, the first comment was
Abortion.
And Jesus Christ, this is.
I mean, it is. I'm not for. I'm pro-life. I don't believe in abortion, but I know it has to be here. It's a necessary evil.
I mean, there's an argument for that, right? Yeah, definitely.
I'm pro-abortion.
Yeah, your mom.
We're pro-abortion on your behalf as well. Don't worry.
I bet your mom.
I heard my mom already come up. Before you say anything, I'm going to preface that with the fact that I got in that argument with my mother because she is like an evangelical or whatever she pretends she is. And
Whatever
she's like,
that
what
is.
if I aborted you? She said, right to my face, I'd be like, I wouldn't have so many fucking problems then.
See,
I mean,
write the fuck down.
And to
She's
that,
like, I can't talk to you.
That goes to that old that Facebook meme that pops up every so many months where, oh, I didn't ask to be born. We didn't ask our parents to be born. We didn't ask our parents to be this and that. We didn't ask. But wait a minute, shut the fuck up. You decided you was going to be in the race instead of sitting on the sideline, and you decided you wanted to swim the fucking fastest. So shut the fuck up. Get your damn trophy and roll the fuck on.
Okay, I almost drowned when I was 4. I find that hard to believe that I was the fastest.
No. In your case, I feel like the other ones were just slower. You weren't the fastest.
That's what I was about to say.
Everybody else was just slower.
My mom told me that like my dad was just like stoner couch potato. So like his fucking sperm count wasn't great.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It wasn't a race. It was a me.
And then after she told me that, I'm like, what did you?
I can imagine.
Why did you fuck him then? Like,
just being the one lone sperm. It is bringing home the baby.
Right, I was the only one. There's no race.
My mom will be so proud of me.
This is a tortoise hair situation. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's
your mama was hairy and you were the tortoise.
I haven't ran since basketball. I got to be honest with you.
And that was to the bathroom.
I mean, there you go. And now we all know. Ta-da.
I didn't even run to the bathroom. I'll shave myself. I don't care. No. I didn't make it.
Hey, man, sometimes you don't make it. That's just life.
Right. I haven't
hello, Gubby.
yet.
All right.
So what do you guys? I mean, I feel that was the first thing that came to my mind when you said necessary evil. What comes to your mind, Dino, when you think necessary evil?
Oh, capital punishment.
I don't even think that's evil.
Why is that evil? That's in the Bible.
Because I feel like it's a burden on somebody to have to do that job.
Really?
Probably.
Yeah,
I can see that.
You got to equal out that burden, though, man. Yeah, I mean, is it you get a couple nightmares or your community gets a couple people dead? I mean,
yeah. No. That's a necessary evil, and like, I mean it in the sense that someone has to sacrifice a lot of their mental health to do that job, and most people aren't cut out to do it.
I think if somebody put too much thought into it, then that would be it. But if you go in and just every day, all right, look, what do you got to do? In some places, you got to go and hit somebody with a fucking needle. Some places you just go in and hit a switch.
Yeah.
I mean, other places you just you close up the fucking thing and you drop the pill in the fucking water. That's not very much. Now, if you put too much thought into it, or if you listen to the screams or whatever, get yourself a good pair of earbuds and fucking get paid, dude.
Just get the JBL speaker in the background. I want you to be mine again, baby.
He's like, oh, yeah, no, it's fine.
Now I can imagine, like back in the fucking day, like when you actually had to fucking, muscle up because you had to pick up that huge
guillotine.
And then if you miss the fucking dude, if you hit the dude the wrong way, his fucking spine still dangles there with his head. You know, it just makes a fucking mess. Or if you just miss and hit the top of the head, now you got brains all over the crowd.
I don't know. The guillotine is crazy, bro. The guillotine is some straight up like.
We were
Like
talking
it
about,
was an ingenious invention.
hey, and remember too, do you know
It
that
sends a message. It does.
when they were using that they would volunteer to go first, because the problem is after
Oh, right.
there's less likelihood it'll only take one shot. Like most people, they had to take a couple tries to actually cut the head off. So
But, see, I feel like they just they bought cheap fucking. That's what happens. Even government back then cheaped out on fucking shit.
hey, hold on, but do you think that's on purpose? Like by
My
design, like make
guy,
it a shitty blade
The
just to fuck people up?
guillotine was not designed by government.
Most of them people were French,
The,
so they were.
the guillotine,
supposed to be
sir. The guillotine was used for government, not by
Yeah.
government.
Yeah.
The
I feel like
This
it was a
was a
shitty blade on
man-made invention.
purpose.
The guillotine was used by the government too, man. Don't
Oh,
let them.
eventually, yeah, eventually. But the original concept was for
Yeah.
government.
But like, regardless of how it goes down, I really do feel that is a burden that people experience. You know?
All right, all right. And what I wanted to say was, it's not. I think I wouldn't have a problem doing that job per se if I was 100% sure that this guy is guilty. But our justice system, specifically in America, has been known to get it wrong so many fucking times. And that's not even just at the Capitol level, just fucking dumb shit.
I'll be honest though, the people on screen right now, I would happily just go, oh yeah, I'll do that as a job. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't have a soul anymore. I'm good. I'll just just flick the switch? Do I like tempt it? Do I
Now,
the
in the
three
same
of us
respect,
don't need to be
I know
on
damn
trial
well-
for that.
I know I was able to pull the plug on my dad, and I smiled about it. So I mean, I give 2 bucks less about your dad or your kid or your brother or whatever. Now, that being said, I was gonna go out to be a vet tech, and I could not deal with dead dogs.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's fair.
Dude, I couldn't put a fucking animal to sleep. Like I cried like a little bitch when they had to put my dog to sleep, dude. I was scared, sobbing, I mean, ugly cry like a bitch on her period, dude. Man, like they heard me all over the fucking, but dude, it was bad. It was fucking bad.
That's so terrible, but it's kind of
but yeah, I'll take your
Bro.
pop quick. I'll take your pop quick as fuck.
At first, I was trying to be supportive. I'm like, yeah, it's an emotional thing. He's like, and then I was ugly crying, and I was wailing, and
I'm talking
beating
about
my
like,
chest.
remember when you were a little kid and you skinned your knee and the snot was down?
Yeah,
and
I
it
was about
on
to say
your
the
lip
snot
and it
bubble.
all- yeah, you know, the nurse comes to try to give me a fucking tissue and she just hands me the box.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you're gonna need so much more. Just yeah. That's
I'm
when
like
you
that-
learn that
I'm
you
like
could just
that
get
with,
some real
like-
pressure out of the hose. And just
Dude, an ugly cry snot is a different type of snot, dude.
yeah, that's stains. It's
like
stains.
it sticks to your cheek, it goes to your chin. From your chin, it's on your shirt. You got it on your hand. Next thing you know, you think you're all wiped up. It's all over the steering wheel of your car.
Oh, have you ever been driving and just fucking unloaded a booger? Like just
Yeah, all the time.
and just pow, and something popped out.
Oh, the underseat of my red Mazda was probably all boogered up. That's probably why they totaled that car. They're like, ugh, just total it out.
It's gross. You
I've
can't
never
clean
done
that off.
But I remember it was maybe my second or third year doing comedy. I was actually no lie, I'll put it out there. I was feeling sick as shit, and the only way I had to host the show for Weiss.
You had the COVID during the pandemic, and you did a show. You terrible human being.
No, it wasn't. This was before anybody even knew what COVID the fuck was.
Gotcha.
So I mean, in order to
times.
the show
Yeah,
must go
you
on.
go way back with Weiss then.
The show must go on, so I went and got me a bag of dope, and cleared the sinuses, had me up and moving. Did the whole show. Looked at Ryan, was like, "Look, I gotta go. Just don't even worry about the money. Make sure everybody's taken care of out here. I gotta go." Because I knew all this shit was gonna wear off, and I wasn't gonna go buy him another bag of dope.
No.
I'm halfway home. Now, mind you, once I get on the freeway, It is freeway until the last 10 minutes of my drive to get home.
Yeah.
You get that, and that loogie get in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
Like the whole drainage, the whole everything.
Yeah.
Now,
Feels
not
great.
only,
It's nasty.
not only was it dope drainage, but it was yuck drainage too.
Mhm.
And it was, and I like it was just in my mouth. And you ever just have it take control of your whole, like you feel like it's gonna cut your breathing off. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm a hope for the best. I'm going around this bend. I'm gonna try to, when I spit, I'm gonna turn the wheel a little bit. Yeah, didn't fucking work. Splat all over my face. Dude, it looked like I got a bukkake, like a 10-man bukkake.
Stop
Straight
it.
fucking face, dude. There's nothing I could do about it. There's no pull off. Dude, I pulled up to the turnpike lady. She's looking at me in disgust. Like I just came from a fucking truck world bathroom.
Oh my god.
I'm like, oh, can I have some? Do you by chance have some tissue? She just
yeah. Victoria says, "Is that the scientific term? Yuck drainage?" Yes, that is the scientific term.
yeah. That was terrible. I have a new profound way of thinking for chicks who take it on the face. I give you a credit. Bravo. It's a fucking disgusting feeling, especially when you don't know it happens. Like splat straight to the face. Yeah, disgusting fucking feeling.
I feel like cum is probably more sanitary.
Probably.
I feel like cum would have been too. Cum
Yeah.
would have been a lot more sanitary.
Yeah.
Strangers come from a truck world would have been more sanitary.
Yeah. That's I mean, that's a really descriptive way of telling that story.
like dodgeball. It's sterile and I like the taste.
Oh, dude. No, I did not like it, and it felt worse on your face.
Yeah. It is not moisturizing.
And then, like you're pissed off and you're still driving. You know you got about 15, 20 miles before the turnpike. So this is just, it's there. It's there for the ride. It's there. So you go light a cigarette and you pull the cigarette and it's got that long fucking rope on your cigarette. And you're like, oh, motherfucker. And then
Bro, there's nothing worse than being stuck in a car while you're pissed the fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
And like knowing that whatever you're pissed off about won't be solved till you get out of the car. You know what I mean? Like, well, like when your kid
and then
throws up in the
everything
rental.
seems to get amplified to like the 10th power.
Yeah. And you're just like, I can't handle that. I need, like, God damn it. Yeah, no. And the thing is, then you're like angry driving and you're like, don't get a ticket. Because this is gonna be, if you get a ticket, it's gonna be so much worse and you don't want to die. Just don't.
No, I'm not gonna lie. At that point, I would have loved to have gotten pulled over. What the fuck is the cop gonna say to me? I'm covered in fucking blood.
Can you imagine?
I've been doing after the I've been beating that titty bleep.
Do you have a tissue? A moist toilet, please? Maybe?
Yeah, I feel like the cop will look at me and be like, faggot, and just get back in his car. Drive away.
The cop would have asked what had happened, and you would have been like, so 65 million years ago.
65, yeah, basically. Yeah.
What up, Greg?
Shit, I was about 2 minutes away from throwing this motherfucking computer on the floor. That's what's up. Jesus Christ. What's up, y'all?
Not much. We've just been discussing some necessary evils. Right out of the gate, Mark was like, that's abortion. You're like, okay, that's fine. I said capital punishment.
And now we're all cool.
Yeah. And I said it for the reason of that the person who has to flip the switch, that you have to burden that person with that job, right? Not all people are cut out for it. That's a necessary. Somebody has to do the job, and it's going to land on a person that probably won't be able to handle it. So necessary evil. Cole, you're up next.
So when I came up with this idea, I didn't know we were going to be like stating specific things.
Yay.
I was just kind of more or less figuring what to talk about. What is like evil and when is it necessary and things like that. But I can probably throw one out. I think war is a necessary evil. at times. I've stated like many times on these podcasts that I'm not anti-war. I'm just anti-war for profit. That's all. That's the only thing. War is an important thing.
Wait a minute. Anti-war for profit. Then what the fuck are you going to war for? If I've got to murder fucking, if I got to do a genocide on a whole fucking country,
First off, calm your tits. I don't like the way you're talking to me right now. Secondly, self-defense. You gotta murder for self-defense. It's still murder. Murder's murder. It says in the Bible. I don't follow that.
Why not profit from it? The fuck is wrong with you?
Okay,
no,
if you
he's
make
not.
a little
That's
money
not
in
what he's talking about.
That happens, but I don't think we should just pick wars or pick fights to make money.
If your country is going to devastate a village, would you rather them devastated because, hey, fuck them people? Or would you rather them devastated because, hey, we're going to get that oil? I would say the more humane thing is taking the oil.
Why do we have to devastate a village? Why can't you just roll up in there and be like, hey, guys, we're going to take this, and if you don't like it, then y'all are going to get fucked up. Like,
because the world don't work like that.
And only if and okay, when I say war for profit, obviously there's a profitable reason for it, but not the way that we do it, which is we're gonna just take your fucking oil and then we're gonna give it to these oil companies that don't have nothing to do with the people who live in the fucking this land. We're giving it to the rich people. If everybody fucking benefits from us going to war, all right, fine. If the soldiers get a little little ching or whatever, fine. I'm cool with that. It should be like what is it? Like in sports, they have collective bargaining agreements. All right, fine. Let's go fuck up this little fucking village and take their oil. And all the soldiers are gonna get a little bit of that change. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, though. That's what I don't believe in. Like, I believe if we send our soldiers in, like the way war is now, at least with the American soldiers, if we go in and sack a village, we can't take them. Like, the soldiers can't take the money. The soldiers can't take any gold they found and the jewelry they found.
Can't rape anymore.
Yeah, you can't rape. You can't burn down. I mean, you can burn their houses down. You can shoot them in the face. But you got to leave the bracelets and the earrings and the TV and all that. That's fucking retarded. That is retarded.
I mean,
the soldiers are the ones putting their lives on the line for the whole $20 a fucking hour that our government gives them. Let the motherfucker go. If he just had to kill his family, he's at least allowed their fucking gold.
Yeah, bring back the Roman days, the Alexandrian days.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's just
for freedom. Let's go fuck up this little fucking Viet Cong for freedom. What the fuck? We're bothering nobody.
Military fucking takes the spoils of the war. And don't think the fucking Ukrainians ain't raiding everything they fucking touch.
Right.
Just like the Russians are, just like the Sand people. Everything they touch, they fucking raid, including the boys and the girls. So,
you need expansion. It really eventually if you don't expand, you fucking run out of resources. So you have to expand and go. Like we're having this big problem with cobalt or whatever. Let's just go over there and take that shit. Let's just take it. Take it.
Okay. So,
but everybody gets a little chunk of the change.
Gubby has gotten weird. Says, can you believe how much fun it hurt when you fell from heaven? Because obviously you landed on your face. I don't even know what that means. Why are you being weird?
We don't gotta read every comment.
No, because they keep on putting and then it's the shit. You know what, man? Don't be weird.
Here, I'll translate it. He said, Suchi Kamikaze Fujiyama Bonichi.
Why are you retarded?
That's wrong because there's 3 of the same words there. Now you didn't say 3 of the same words.
Yeah.
So
clearly,
one of them little houses is turned to the right just slightly. It made a different diamond.
To answer Victoria's question, I think I'm not wording it correctly, or maybe my understanding of what we do right now is a terrible understanding. That's very possible. But war obviously is always going to be about expansion, which is obviously about some type of profit. I just don't like the way that we just roll up in there, take their shit, and then we just give it to rich people who didn't even do anything with the war. It had nothing to do with anything,
Well, that goes back to our leaders should be the one that should have to fight it out. Like, all right, we
yeah.
elected Trump, we elected Biden, and we elected fucking Kamala. Throw them all in the fucking ring.
Black
Oh,
Panther.
oh,
That's what I
fucking right.
think. They should have to throw each other off a cliff.
3 man enter, 1 man leave.
Yeah. That's that like the
Strong
idea that you have to not only get the popular vote, but then you also have to fight to the death.
When did we stop electing military soldiers, like generals and whatnot? When did we stop doing that?
Clinton?
We start. No, it was further, way before that. Like it had
Was it?
been sometime in the 1900s, because like maybe like after World War II, because it's been nerds. Like I don't know that Kennedy did any military time, did he?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like we need to get back to military people. I like in Trump. I
Oh,
do
that
like as a
one was,
businessman.
The last one was George W. Bush.
Yeah,
Right,
CIA
he was military.
No.
Yeah,
That wasn't military. That was Black Ops.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, he was like a pencil pusher in the military, though. To be fair.
no.
W.
Oh, the Bush Senior was the
Senior was CIA.
Oh,
yeah.
Senior was yeah.
CIA.
Senior was
W
Senior
was
the
not.
fucking, like the Merchant of Death himself. Him and Cheney.
But we shouldn't have CIA agents as president. No, fuck that. We should have like generals and commanders, you know?
No, because you've seen the fucking generals that we've had for the past 10 years. They have pronouns. You can't have a general with a pronoun.
General Furry.
Yeah, you can't be general pronoun.
General Furry is a scary motherfucker.
Bro. Yeah, that
You
was
could be General Furry. I would be more afraid of a general dressed like a werewolf coming at
He
me.
got that dog in him.
A fat general with blue hair that says, "Don't misgender me. Fire."
There's a bitch with a missile. You know what I mean?
well, a red rocket at least. hey. Yeah. Gabby hits head on metal bar. I mean, Gabby, you're not having a great night there, bro.
It's Gubby.
What the hell is this? That's come on.
And we're in
Why?
America. Speak the language.
I don't speak Mexican. Come on. This-
Now that got too many houses in it. That's some kind of Asian.
that's racist.
You're right. You're absolutely fucking right.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think the like yeah, but like real men like fucking Teddy Roosevelt and shit like that. You're like, yeah.
Andrew Jackson.
I mean, these were people who fucking went to war, right? So
Wasn't
the
Andrew
idea
Jackson the one who they tried to assassinate, and he jumped off the stage and started beating the assassin?
Yeah.
The Secret Service had to pull him off. That was a real deal. He was a G.
That's a fucking man. You know what I mean? Like that's not, and that's like
Yeah,
No,
Trump tries to fucking
Teddy
think
Roosevelt is my favorite fucking
here.
president.
Teddy
Bro.
Roosevelt took one to the chest, jumped down, and beat the shit out of him. Trump will
He
never
fuck-
forget Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy
Yeah.
Roosevelt
Or not Teddy
invited.
Roosevelt. That was Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson.
Oh yeah, Andrew Jackson was a G too. But that was
Yeah.
back in the time where you kind of had to be a G. You were either
Yeah.
a G or you weren't shit. You know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, where did that fucking switch over?
When we
Where
started-
did the line
you
go?
want to know when? You want to know when? When we started giving women child support and letting them vote.
I think it was when we let who was it, J. Edgar Hoozits that was running around in the fucking fishnets in the lingerie.
We had a gay man as our
Yeah,
fucking
That was
federal
Yeah.
police force.
yeah, that was J. Edgar Hoozits.
Ta-da. That
The,
works.
up top was trench coat and cigar. Down below is high heels and fishnets.
Why? Why do you have to put these things in my mind?
And look
You
at
know
that.
that? You didn't know that? Yeah, no, he was a cross-dresser, big time.
I know, but we don't need the description of what he
He was-
does.
He was hoovering cock.
I thought he was just a cross-dresser. I didn't know he was gay.
Oh, if you don't cross-dress and don't
Yeah,
suck
you don't
cock,
just-
come on.
You just don't go into the store and not buy something.
I don't know. I'm
You should see me in the Dollar Tree, bro. Getting a whole basket full.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, all right, yeah, that's fair. I get it. I know. Yeah, he was a weird guy. The idea that someone with that kind of authority was like a fucking weirdo.
No, you had to be. You had to be to be in everybody else's business. Like the you ever think about the fucking one kid in school who's always telling the teacher everything? Get the fuck away from me, you fucking weirdo! God, trying to smoke cigarettes over here.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Here comes the teacher.
Right.
Chloe, smoke a cigarette.
God damn it.
No.
Stanley's told on us again.
Fucking little shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's fair.
Now, is
Cross-dressing
Stanley
motherfucker.
telling on you, or you're dumbass for keep hanging out with Stanley?
I
We
mean,
weren't hanging out with him. He just pops up on us. We're all
Yeah.
like,
he's like
Bro.
that the sneaky guy in Recess. He's like, oh, hey, I was listening in. You're like, why are you listening to people, bro? Go
And you
play
know-
hopscotch or some shit. Loser.
what you looking for? I'm looking for Stanley. Hey, by the way, I heard somebody caught him wearing girl panties the other day. Because it's a cross dresser. You get it?
Somebody tried to pull that with me back in the day, and I was like, yeah, I'm modeling these.
Oh,
I
You
chased
were a
one of my-
cross dresser. I forgot about
Dude,
you. Watch him.
I
Watch him.
chased one of my boys around Family Dollar with lace panties that said
Right.
"hot" on the back of them.
listen,
Talking about, you think these will fit me, bro?
listen.
I mean, see my
Marco was a model. Okay, now he's a comedian who dresses up in onesies. I'm like, listen, next step, furry. That's what's happening.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
like,
gonna call him Marco. I'm gonna start calling Marco Juan Edgar.
Being in a onesie is 1,000 times better than being in leather Daisy Duke shorts that have a hole to put your balls in.
I mean,
And
that's a
no,
fair
it
argument.
wasn't comfortable. That's all.
I mean, did you have to balance them? Did you
We
put them
didn't-
both on one side just to really fuck with people? Or?
You had to tuck the balls and like it was a separation type deal. Like your cock went through the one part of the fucking thing. They were all custom made. And the bad thing is these were custom made shorts that they sold at a boutique. Somebody
So-
to this day had some leather drawers on that my cock was in. Just saying.
So imagine his shorts were like the otter doing beach ball tricks.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Kinda.
basically how that works.
Shaved otter. Shaved. Everything was shaved.
Horrible. Horrible.
Not a wrinkle in the beach balls.
Oh,
No, yeah, I think cross dressing is a necessary evil, right? That's what we're talking about.
No.
Then why'd you do it, Margo? Then why'd you do it?
I never dressed up like. Well, I think I dressed up like a chick one time for Halloween, and then I had a bunch
I've
of
done
people.
that many times.
Like I've had people that I knew hit on me, and I was like, "Hey!" One chick kissed me in front of her dude, thinking she was kissing a chick, and that her dude would have been okay with it.
ooh.
And she was like, she opened her eyes in the middle of the kiss, and I was like, "Like that?" Her dude was mad. Her
Yeah.
dude was mad. And I just looked at him. I'm like, I didn't kiss her. She pulled me to the side.
That was non-consensual.
Fucked my wig up and everything.
That is.
Would have
Yeah.
been funny if you pulled your wig off and you were as bald as you are now. Like,
Dude, I was.
so this was like last year.
No, this was a few. I started losing my hair when I quit modeling. Like when I modeled, I dyed my hair a lot. And
Yeah.
that's what I was, before I was hood natural, just juices and berries. My hair was long and beautiful. Started hanging out with white folks, started dyeing my hair. Gone.
Yeah,
Mid-
Maybe
that's,
we should go back to modeling and see if it comes back.
Hey. That's what you get for hanging out with white people.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. That's the punishment. All right.
No, it's tough being white. It really
If
is.
you-
That's why we all
if
go
you-
bald. And
Hold on.
sunscreen hurts
Is this-
or whatever.
if you-
Sun.
If you really want to know about mistakes, you should ask your parents. That's rude.
True.
That's rude. Come on.
Did y'all ever have that talk with your parents? Like,
Which?
how did you like decide to have me or whatever? And then your parents like there was no deciding. That shit just like we were sad. scared, and then you
I'd like
kept.
to know. I'd like to know
coming.
who put that in kids' heads. If that was like on an after-school special, or like maybe when story times. Oh yeah, your mommy and daddy loved each other and got married, and then they planned you. Bitch, that never happens. Who the
Arthur.
fuck am I to you? I've yet to meet somebody whose parents fucking like planned them. Who planned any of that. And I would love to meet somebody like that. Even people who got married and
Hey,
was like,
sir. In vitro fertilization's a thing.
yeah, that's because they have an ugly mother and the dad's gone.
That's rude.
Just saying.
Yeah, I know. You're just full of descriptions today, so somebody just texted me that apparently Israel attacked Iran.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's a big country. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Well, stop. So what you're saying is one set of sand people started shooting at the other set of sand people, correct?
Most of the fucking Israelis
just
are
stop,
fucking
just stop,
Americans,
just stop.
bro.
So no, those are all sand people there. Those are all sand. We got a few troops there, but we've been droning shit. Our people are in the boats. So if one set of sand people is bombing the other set of sand people, I suggest for Al, because I know Al's listening, why don't you tell your people to get the rest of the Americans the fuck out of there and let them blow each other up, and then we get rid of all the problems. We get rid of Israel, we get rid of Palestine, and we get rid of Iran. All one stone, three birds. Let it roll.
The views and statements of the people who are on this show are not indicative
where's the
of the
allegedly?
channel they're being.
Yeah. Pop up the allegedly.
This is what the fuck
That's
Thursday
fair.
is, by the way. What's up?
Yeah, it is what the fuck Thursdays, isn't it?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay.
I've been saying it for weeks.
Listen, you don't have to be so smug about it, okay, Greg? God damn it.
Well, this is
Fucking-
throw the fuck off Thursdays. What's up?
It's bro.
We'll go with that.
No. Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
Greg, what's a necessary evil for you?
Taxes.
Taxes.
That's thievery.
It's evil.
Explain. You gotta give me something here.
Because if you don't pay your taxes, you lose your shit.
Right. That's number one. But you also kind of got to pay your taxes so people can get paid to do their job that they actually don't fucking do. So I don't know. Yeah.
It's kind of got a point because it even bleeds into, what Cole said about war. We had a whole war over taxes. I mean, the tea in the river. Fucking, I mean, and then you could go even further back on taxes that, people that pay for abortions.
Yeah.
And we could go even further back to the taxes that go to your shit. So, I mean, it kind of culminates all of it.
Yeah. No, I don't
Connects the dots there.
disagree with taxes. I disagree with the bureaucracy that it's created.
Oh, of course.
Because,
I
let's
just-
be honest, the idea of taxes happened to pay off wars. Okay. We paid off the war, so now it's just available money. And they're like, well, we can't just give it back to people. You're like, no, that's exactly what you should have done.
That
And
was
instead-
the big gripe with Doge.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of the whole Doge thing, and you notice they don't talk about it no more because the Democrats had a fucking fit.
Yeah.
All the money after we hit a certain point, it was supposed to be a percentage. Once we hit a certain percentage, then the people of America, everybody was supposed to just get a check. And it was
$5,000
supposed
is what they were saying.
That was the
that,
goal.
and that was for everybody who fucking paid taxes. So I mean,
That was kind of the end of the relationship with Trump and Elon. I noticed, like they started talking big and bad about this $5,000 check, and then just nothing. And then, like, I don't know, 3 weeks, maybe a month later, Elon and Trump are fucking bickering like little fucking housewives.
they bickered for 3 days. They got Elon's stock back up. They got the
Yeah.
bill going through, and now they're all buddy again. Everybody
You're right.
buying Teslas. The Epstein files are closer to coming out now. I mean,
Close.
They're not
Yeah.
coming out.
Hey, interestingly enough, the Doge clock, it is up to half a trillion dollars, and the savings per taxpayer is $4,595. It may actually still happen. You never know.
$500 billion already? Jesus,
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
that's what 120 days.
not
I
bad.
don't know.
120 days in office.
No.
It took how many decades to build that?
No, it's
Ain't
been
it
more than
120
120
days? It's been like 5 months. Not even 4 months, 4.5 months.
When did he get into office? January, no?
January 23rd.
It was 100 days when Cash Patel did the Joe Rogan show.
No.
That was
Yeah, he said
Cash
it
Patel's
himself.
100 days. Yeah.
He said I've been here for 100 days.
Hmm.
So it's been about 120 days.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right.
Yeah, $500 billion, 120 days.
There,
Goes fast. No, the funny thing about let's bring up Cash Patel. Cash Patel says there is no evidence of the Epstein.
Yeah,
Bro,
no.
Cash Patel, such a disappointment.
Yes.
I mean, is he though? He is. You
Dude,
see
you just
what?
see the fucker
you
shit
see
on
what he
himself
looks like?
on the Joe Rogan show. Like
gonna
he
go-
literally, you can see it in his face. He shit on himself. When Joe Rogan was like, "Hey, look at that tweet." His eyes got big, like he got that. You know when the baby goes, and you're like, "What you doing?"
Well, because Pam Bondi said
We're
the
not gonna
exact
talk about
opposite of
the
what he said. Pam Bondi said there's 10,000 hours of fucking
Yeah,
videos.
Pam Bondi said there's video and all kind of shit. So poor Cash got stuck on the toilet.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
okay, but he is a disappointment, yes, but look at him. Look at it.
What? Because he got one eyebrow? Fuck you! I got one eyebrow. I get my
That's
shit done.
look at it.
Oh,
Look at it.
you're saying because he's not white.
He's
Yeah.
he's a bad driver, is what I'm
He's
trying
a
to say.
bad driver. I mean, probably. Let's be
He's
honest.
not Asian.
Yeah,
He's
he
Indian.
is in Asia.
No,
India
no.
is- he is what do they call it? Southeast Asian, my friend. Okay, come
Those
on,
are the
he's a
worst
buddy.
drivers. Those are worse than Asians.
Tech support. You're fucking crazy.
Yeah,
They're
that is
terrible
also
drivers,
in Asia.
dude.
Dude, I have seen them fucking people drive across a fucking bombed out bridge with fucking how Joe Rogan
Well,
said
you're
they
not
drove across a
supposed to
bombed out
drive.
bridge with a moped covered in 50 chickens, all fucking strapped down in an upside down triangle.
Those are the good ones.
Okay, but
Not
also-
all of them.
No, the
okay?
problem is
There's like
the
3
problem
of them that can do
they're
that.
great drivers over there where there's no street traffic laws or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they got going on, but they
Or
bring that
God.
shit over here, and they're
Yeah.
all over the fucking road over here.
Yeah.
Which, albeit,
Asians
is
are
what
an
you do over there.
Call Dale. Call Dale. The Asians know how to do it now.
Oh, God.
But you get my point.
Yeah.
Like him and the sandbox people is the one above me always likes to refer to them as you can't trust them. Can't trust
Yeah.
them.
No, that's fair.
I feel like if anything, they're just gonna use him as a scapegoat. But if you want to pull the melanated card, I think they're like, we ain't gonna tell him shit. We just gonna let shit drop out and see how he handles it, and then blame it all on him.
Fuck it.
It's like when they hired the new CEO of a fucking company. Then a week later, the company goes bankrupt. No, that company was gonna go bankrupt a week beforehand. They needed to blame somebody, so they hired the new CEO.
Oh, Fun with Dick and Jane with fuck, what was his name? Jim Carrey. You ever see that movie? That's what they did to him.
No,
movie.
but I was referring that they did it to Arlo Parrott in Moving, the Richard Pryor movie. You ever see that?
Mm-mm. So it's probably the same fucking plot to known Hollywood.
Pretty much. Yeah.
'Cause that's what they did. So in Fun with Dick and Jane, this dude, he's low level. The beginning of the movie is like he's kind of a loser, but he's got his wife, who they have sex only on Saturdays, and they got the kid that's being raised by the nanny, and he basically only speaks Spanish, even though they're all white. And he finally gets promoted. And he's like, I'm being promoted, and his wife like loves him now all of a sudden. And then like on his first day, they send him on one of those fucking Bill O'Reilly shows or whatever to talk about it. And the stock market on that company is steadily dropping as he's trying to explain what their plan is. Yeah. So it is Jim Carrey. So it's hilarious. And they just basically throw the book at him because he's supposed to be like they promote him to leader of statistics or whatever, some dumb shit. I don't know.
And they pin everything on him.
Yeah.
It's something kind of similar to this one. Was Richard Pryor. He was an architect or engineer or some shit like that, and he lost his job and he kind of went into a depression because nobody was calling him. So finally, after a few weeks, they call him, and the job is in Idaho. So they got to move to Idaho. So they get rid of all this shit and they do all, they show the hell of moving. And once he finally gets there, he's getting ready for his first day. Just, they got the house and shit and everything. He goes into work the first day and they're being all nice to him and everything. And they're showing him his room. And you hear on the TV on how there's a big scandal and there's money missing and there's all kind of other shit. And they're like, oh, go talk to Mr. This, go talk to Mr. And then all of a sudden, Arlo's in his fucking office and he just sharpened his first pencil and he got a camera in his face. And they're like, what are you saying to this? So many millions of dollars that are missing. He's like, I just sharpened a pencil. And then that was the headline. They just showed his picture. New CEO says he knows nothing.
Damn.
Bro. Can you imagine? It's oh god.
Yeah, I can. That's some shit that would happen to me 100%. I would think I'm getting a promotion and I'm not at all.
At the same time, like primed and ready, when people are like, oh, you did that wrong. I'm like, sorry, it's my first day.
Oh, I've done the first. It's my first day a year into the job.
Oh yeah. It's always my first day. Yeah.
You haven't noticed that's what most of the presidencies are anymore. Everybody knows shit is gonna hit the fan a couple months before the new fucking president comes in, and instead of fixing it or letting somebody know, just keep that shit covered. He's gonna be inaugurated in a couple more months. Just when he takes over, fuck it, it's his fault.
Yeah. And that's why you're going, okay, or you could have a functioning government. Ooh.
That sounds like permanent government. And I don't like that. But I do like that Margot explained the presidency as like when you close the fridge and you hear a bunch of shit just fall over, and you're like, that's whoever opens the door's next problem.
Yeah. It's, yeah,
that's
I wish them well.
It could be absolutely nothing. It could be just your jam is cold on one side, weird than the other, or it could be your whole refrigerator's covered in jam.
You heard. You're like,
yeah.
I don't even live here now.
You know what?
I'm moving the fuck out.
Everything seemed sealed. It's fine.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. When I lived at my ex's house a couple times, I came home hammered. It was 2 or 3 in the morning. She had like one of them side-by-side fridges, and it had all glass shelves, but it had like them weird plastic little like frames on it with the wheels on them, so hits that bump, and if I could kind of, I don't know why, but to let it out maybe a little bit further out of the fridge. Well, yeah. As soon as you get past that bump, close the door, went down the bed.
Nope, wasn't as hungry as I thought it was. Nope. I'm good.
Yeah. She rolls over. What time is it? 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. What the fuck was that noise? I don't know. I came
burglar.
Noise.
Let him take whatever he wanted.
I came straight downstairs to bed, honey. Good night.
And
Here, get up for work. Get up for work in a couple hours. What the fuck?
And we're starting to see why Margot has so many baby mamas.
Yeah.
Hey, I never said I didn't help on the issues. I never said I wasn't part of the problem. I take full responsibility for the fuckery that I've done in my fucking
We never accused you of not saying that. We're just, we like the painted picture. That's all.
Yeah. We just love that the descriptiveness goes across the board. There's no, there's no, hey, maybe not for that subject. No.
Oh, dude, I've done got petty. And so, there's a lot of chicks who did me wrong, but I done got petty in a lot of relationships, especially at the ass end. Like, I remember, first chick I ever had an apartment with. Like, me and her, fucking Greg, remember Dana?
Yep.
Yep.
That's like, fuck, you're bringing her up.
At the ass end of that relationship, like, just to piss her off, like, I'd fuck her, and then I'd go, like, our bathroom was like, we had like a loft bed, a apartment. So like the bedroom was here, and then you can see the bed, like the toilet from the bed. If I left the door open, I would just rub one off like right after I got done. Just like this was just terrible. I got to do this myself.
You ain't right.
That's
Dude, or
why.
like we'd switch up on giving each other head. She'd give me head, and then I'd fall asleep.
Why are you even in the relationship at that point?
At that point, no, I was. We were both headed out the door. That was
Why didn't you just head out the door? Like at that point,
leases and shit like that.
Oh, the lease. Right. I forget.
It was, this isn't gonna work out. But while we're here, why not?
Why don't I jerk off in the bathroom?
Why don't I ruin your entire brain function while we no longer love each other? That's nice. I feel like that's. I mean,
is pettiness a necessary evil?
I don't think so. I think. Well, you know what?
No,
I
it
think-
is not.
It's not.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's evil. It's just evil. It's
Just
not
evil.
necessary.
No, it's not even evil. It's just necessary.
Dude, I had an ex that like at the towards the ass end of the relationship, we stopped having sex, but we were still sleeping in the same bed. So in the middle of the night, just to be petty, I'd get up and jack off on her tits.
Been there.
I just stand by the other side of the bed, quiet.
Like a gentleman. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew she had to get up for work, so I wasn't gonna wake her up. Just clap.
No. Hey, listen, people need their sleep. It's only reasonable. And you just wait until the middle of the night when they're at their deepest sleep and then take
Wake
care of
up
business.
and her hand stuck to her chest. Why is it crispy?
It's
crunchy.
I made sure I didn't get it in her hair, so she wouldn't have to wash her hair in the mornings.
Just-
That was a lie.
oh my God, Babe, I drooled all over myself. Yeah. That's what you did.
Sure did.
Gross.
Yeah, that's
terrible.
gross.
Disgusting.
You should
Get away from
talk
me,
to your doctor
man.
about that. That's
You drilled a lot. Jesus.
Are you okay?
Right.
I had another ex, like towards the end, and it just the sex was just terrible. So I just I found myself damn near every night just blowing a hawker on her back. Just
They call that the Pearl Harbor sneak attack. Because you spit on her back and she turns around because she thinks you're done, and then you come in her face.
No, it was just like, all right, I was polite enough to make sure she got one, and then I was like, you kind of smack the fucking tongue ring across your teeth a couple of times, make it look, give her the show at least.
Make it believable.
I feel like Dino and Greg are gonna go try the Pearl Harbor sneak attack quicker.
Mine's more like Nagasaki. Mine's more like Nagasaki. There's no stick. It was just like boom.
Boom! Oh, it was the second coming. It was the
Yeah,
second round.
There's no blowing it in the
3
face.
days later.
One big one right there.
Oh, there you go.
Victoria.
Thanks, Victoria. Yeah, I'm listening. Thank
She's
you.
always listening. God damn it!
You ever just tell a chick and have a chick blowing you and you told her you came and she's blowing you, so she should know if you came or not. Like, I came. All right, you're done. Yeah. Don't ever let somebody tell you there's no such thing as a bad blowjob. Yes, there is.
There is, yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's not like pizza. Pizza's always good, even when it's
No,
bad.
no, it's
Blowjobs
not.
are not.
No, it's not. I would actually say pizza and blowjobs are very comparable.
I've never had a pizza that I was disappointed in.
I done
Like-
found pizzas with teeth in them.
I don't know where
Pizza.
Margaret get pizza
That's not
from, but
pizza.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I didn't say you couldn't fuck up a pizza. I'm just saying if it's done right, it should be
I
okay.
feel like
at the very
Marco
least.
lives on like a fucking Chernobyl situation.
He
And that's
lives
why
in
he's like,
Youngstown. That is Chernobyl of fucking Ohio.
listen, I don't know where Marco's getting his pizza, and I live in Youngstown, and I ain't never found a tooth in my fucking pizza. Not one
No,
fucking
like
time.
that's yeah.
It was something hard.
Right.
Maybe
Greg, to be fair, you sound like somebody who just kind of minds his business, though. Marco gets around. He goes and visits people. He
Yeah.
likes
Oh, no,
to
I-
socialize.
Greg
definitely-
gets first-hand stories. Greg is the one that I call when I get like I help everybody out when they get in trouble, but when I get in trouble, I call Greg.
Yeah.
This
That's-
poor Greg.
Greg is like, I don't know what I did in my last life, but I'm suffering. I'm suffering for it. Karma's a bitch. That's yeah.
Oh, trust me, I could be a problem myself.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been there
Oh, yeah.
multiple fucking times.
You got that trait that I wish I had, which is you know when to shut the fuck up.
But ethics,
Not
Oh,
ethics,
yeah,
just
ethics.
know when to
It was-
shut
hey,
up.
listen.
Like
It took me a very long time to learn.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when I did speak, I always backed up what I said. Even if I was wrong, I still backed it up. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But yeah, it took me a long time to learn that.
That is you know, patience, I think, is one of those things that you learn too late in life.
no. I think lack of patience. or-
I did.
100%.
did.
You 100% should have learned patience early in life. You dirty
I
slut.
learned patience when I was a young dad. And, you know, that goes back to my philosophy. Now that I'm fucking 48, I'm about to be 50 years old. If I'm out fucking up, I don't want to hear shit from nobody. Nobody. I was a dad since I was 17 years old. I was a fucking dad. Fuck y'all.
No, but I'm saying,
whose fault
yeah,
is that though?
yeah, that's
It doesn't
like,
fucking matter whose fault it is. I'm telling you the repercussions, motherfucker.
no, what I'm saying is, hey,
Whose fault was Pearl Harbor?
whose fault? What the fuck?
The
What I'm saying is, no, you have every right to go and fuck around, whatever. That's not it. But it's like, but you've earned that, right?
Now it's my turn to fuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Oh,
question there.
whoa, hold on. You mean to tell me the first 48 years wasn't fucking around? Oh, fuck. We're fucked.
I mean, yeah.
No, that was finding out. The
That was
first
finding
year,
out. Yeah,
That was finding out.
yeah.
You were finding out before you were fucking around. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. That is exactly what I was doing.
I feel like that is his way. That is what he would be like. Yeah, I gotta find out before I fuck around.
No, I
Yeah,
get that though,
Yeah, my
because like
guardian angel was dyslexic, motherfucker.
I get that though, Marco, because I'm the type of person that while the car is moving, I could stick my face in like the undercarriage of the car, be like, why is there a hole here where the car is moving? And then like have my face all fucked up by the road, and I turn up and I'd be like, everything worked out. Everything worked out.
I don't know about that, but I have been smacked with a Chuck E from a lathe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that would be almost the same thing.
You guys are reckless. You're reckless people. Shit. On so many levels, it's just like I don't understand how you guys function. You know,
We
because
just keep going.
just like that's I just
That's
We
what
just
happens
keep
when
going.
you're raised on hate.
oh 100%.
All
Yeah,
these
I know.
people talking about if you raised on love and I was raised on survival and hate, and I've done
Yeah.
pretty goddamn good for myself.
Oh, there's no question there. That's for fucking sure. Of course. It's just
Probably
more
not.
so like fucking why? I don't like
I don't think I was raised on
Like-
hate. I just knew that I was on my own when
Yeah.
I saw my mom pacing back and forth in the middle of the night, walking, like talking to herself. And I'm like 9, and I'm like, "Hey, mom, who are you talking to?" She's like, "I'm not talking."
and
all
you're
right.
like,
Okay, I'm going back to bed.
yeah, I'm gonna put a lock on my door.
And now you
the
see
nighttime?
Cole pacing back and forth, talking to himself.
Also, I'm gonna hold on to one of the knives underneath my bed just for security
And a
purposes.
cross. Give me one of them 17 crosses on the wall. Like,
Yeah. Is this garlic?
I'm
I'm
gonna-
just gonna rub
I'm
it
gonna
on
take
some
the
stuff.
one that's upside down.
Yeah. Come on. That's why it's just I just don't fucking why because it's like, oh yeah, my mom is crazy, so she decided to have 17 children. You're like, why would you do that? That's not
With
that's
different
not
baby daddies too, by the
yeah,
way.
also right.
I don't have a full
Well, see,
blooded sibling.
I see that. I mean, because we were, especially around here, a lot of these girls were brought up on welfare. And, that's how they kept the money rolling and their lifestyle rolling. Because
Yeah.
you know, you can have a kid till you get WIC for so long. Usually after your WIC runs out for the first baby, that's when they start, you know, planning on the next baby. They don't care about who's the daddy or not. You know, bonus if they get child support.
Oh,
And then, you know, once WIC runs out on that one, now not only you got to start for the third, but you also get tax exemptions. You get more food stamps because now you got 2 babies. Your medical is pretty much taken care of for, you know, at
It's
least
just
for
a
these kids.
crazy way to live.
Dude, that's how
insane.
Thorne, Maria, and Julia's fucking mom and Maya's mom. Yeah, you know, they were raised like that. Her mom is like that. Julie had 8 kids, and only 4 of them were mine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I was raised like that. I just didn't know.
fuck is wrong with you? The fucking,
A lot.
no, like, bro, somebody didn't pull you aside and be like, hey man, you don't have to have the kid. Like you can like
Oh yeah, there was
you
a
know.
few necessary evils too.
a
There was
lot. A
there was
lot.
few
It's not a few.
necessary-
That is a lot. That is a considerable, that is a plethora of mistakes. That is, you know, a bushel of trouble.
Oh, y'all hear that Trump and JD Vance want to give women $5,000 to have more babies? I'm like, we already have an epidemic of welfare queens.
Bro, they're already sharing on a group chat. They're like, this is the pregnancy test I found. It's positive. So we can use that and they'll give you money.
I don't
No.
think you gotta. I think the baby's gotta be birthed, surely.
Yeah, exactly. But you know how dumb women are?
That little shit to get them. All right, you need a social security number. Okay.
Bro.
No necesito. Oh,
Dude, no lie. Yesterday when I went to this fucking open mic, I thought the place was getting swarmed by ICE.
For real.
The first comedian, he come in and he had like jeans
are
on.
you telling
Oh,
me the
work
stickiest motherfucker there was afraid of ICE attacking him?
No.
You're having flash
There
forward,
was
sir.
actual Mexicans there, so I was getting. My name is Mark.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
get the fuck out of
My
this,
name is
Mark.
Mark.
Don't take
I
your
drive the
studs.
midlife crisis mobile. That Mustang right there, nothing screams fucking redneck than a Mustang. I was in a wife beater, a dirty wife beater. You know,
Yeah, you
all I
matched
had
the
to do was
description.
cock- All I had to do was cock my hat to the side. I looked like a Trump supporter.
You
Yeah.
Now, if I had it up front, like when I was on stage, when I had my hat forward and I had the wife beater straight with the socks pulled up almost to the knees, now I look like an illegal.
mm,
I mean,
you
yeah,
look illegal
clearly.
no matter
You
what.
do look
It's just
illegal. Yeah.
whether it's
regardless.
an alien or not is a different question.
How fast do you think Marco's voice would change and he'd be like, excuse me, sir, but we were actually like, he was just totally turned into a white guy.
Dude, I used to talk about it on stage out in Cleveland when all this shit started. I was like, look, I'll turn into a white guy real quick.
Real quick.
Sorry, officer, I don't know that Marquise Quan G whatever guy over there. He told me to come in. I'm a comedian.
Yes,
And,
sir.
Yep, I have my papers right here. My name is Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
That's my middle name. Marco Antonio Molina Torres is Mark Anthony.
Like
Yeah, that's
the Roman leader,
Yeah, the dude who fucked Cleopatra.
Cleopatra,
go.
right?
Yeah, and you know what? For everybody, like I hate that because everybody thought that was such a love story. And Mark Anthony, y'all know Mark Anthony was an old ass man, and Cleopatra was like 14.
Well,
Why do you
yeah,
have
she,
to
but she
end
also
on that
had
kind of information, bro? Why
before
is
that.
that? That's not nice.
Before all that, she had what's his face's baby, like so.
Yeah, oh, she was the hoe.
Julius Caesar.
She was a hoe, but I'm just saying, you know, I named you after Mark Anthony. Thanks a lot, cunt.
Okay, but here's the thing: how come every romantic love story we ever get told is
cheating.
just about some bitch cheating? Like,
Yeah, it's just cheating. That's
Titanic,
women's love stories
Thelma
or just cheating?
Louise,
Even all the way back to
fucking-
King Arthur, you know, that motherfucker went to
Yeah.
hell for Guinevere just for her to go fuck Lancelot.
Fuck
And then-
Guinevere.
And
And
then he
dude,
had
no-
to cuck it up. He had to cuck it up and make Lancelot his best knight.
Lancelot. That's the thing. Yeah, Lancelot created like what is it? The chivalry and all that shit. And then and
Lancelot
it's all
created
about
a cuck.
fucking
That's what
stealing
he
your
did.
fucking homie's bitch.
He created a cuck.
Chivalry is just about cuckery. That's all it is. Fuck all that. Putting your
Yeah.
jacket on a puddle. Fuck you, bitch. It's my hoodie. Get your own.
That's
That's
not
what the
hers.
sh-
Get your own
What I
sandwich.
never could understand about that. All right, you take off your jacket, you throw it over your puddle. That jacket didn't automatically come stiff. All you did was hide the fucking booby trap. Now the bitch steps in the whole fucking thing anyway.
Just walk around. Don't walk into puddles,
Right.
idiot. But how hard is this shit? Well, that's the way I want to go. Then you're stupid.
I'll walk on the
deserve to
side
fall
where the
in that
cars
water.
are, but that's as far as that goes, bitch.
Yeah, no.
Or what is it? I'm not gonna wear a jacket or a hoodie because it doesn't go with my outfit. It's gonna be cold. Might want to wear a jacket. No, I'll be all right. It's gonna be cold. I'm not. Oh my god, it's so cold. Can I wear your jacket? No.
Well,
I'm
cold.
Yeah.
I'm over here freezing. Why do you think my hands is on your cooter? Shit.
I had a reason with my baby mom about that one time. I was like, look, I
About
know
my
you're
hands being
cold,
on her
but
cooter?
if we're honest, if I die because I froze to death, who's gonna raise his kid? Because like, it ain't gonna be you. Like,
Oh,
joke's on
God.
me because she's trying to do it without me and some other man.
I'll prove him wrong, fucker.
Right.
That's fair.
I'll find another.
Anyways,
I gave
well,
her the
and this
jacket.
has been
I gave her the
mental
jacket.
health, everyone.
I gave her the jacket.
You guys are fucking retarded. Anyways, do we know what we're cooking on Saturday?
We do not.
We do not. We do not. It is a mystery,
you know
everyone.
what? You know what? I know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do that bloomin' onion
Mm.
from Outback Steakhouse.
All right, so we're making a dip. We're making a bloomin' onion. Maybe some other stuff, everyone. We'll see you
got
guys
the
in a couple
tool to
days.
do that, or are you gonna fucking free ball it?
I'm gonna use a knife. I know how to make it with a knife.
Oh, see,
The
there's
tool-
a
the
tool.
tool- The tool, yeah, but like if you do it wrong, you're just gonna yank up a bunch of onions. So
Yeah,
I know how to
okay.
cut it.
Fucking do it wrong with the knife, you're gonna yank up a bunch of fingers.
Okay, sir.
Tune
I've been
in
doing
for a
this
bunch of
for
fingers,
2
possibly in a
fucking
frying
years.
pot.
Yeah, tune in. Tune in. I might cut my fingers off.
It's gonna be a blooming wrist.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Have a great
ketchup.
night, everyone.
That's not
Bye.
blood. That's ketchup.
And it's like, I want to have a good relationship.